In this week's episode of 2 Minute Tuesday with Hundon Valley Homes, we're going to take a look at the difference, if there are any, between the cheap fuel that you can find in the low-cost fuel stations and the premium fuel that you find in the big brand retailers. Now, if there is any difference, can fuel that's cheap harm your car, or is it less efficient? I'm going to explain all in the next couple of minutes. So welcome to episode 122 of 2 Minute Tuesday, where we talk about the increasing fuel costs and which is the best option to go for.
At gas stations across the country, prices are shooting up higher and faster than they have in more than a decade, breaking records.
Now, when we look for fuel, we tend to be in one of two camps. We're either looking for the cheapest possible gas station, or we use the premium fuel and we're prepared to pay for it under the assumption that maybe it's better for our cars. However, in the last few months, even more so the last couple of weeks, we've seen the cost of fuel go through the roof. Now, I've got 3 fuel receipts from recently for petrol, not diesel, but back in January 2021, I was paying €1.08 per litre for petrol. In January 2022, I was paying €1.47 for a litre. And last week I was paying €1.66, and now the price is actually close to €2 a litre. Now, in anybody's books, this is a huge increase, and these prices are from what I would call is like a mid-range provider, which is, for anyone who lives in the area, it's Galp near Aldi in Aspe. So why is there such a huge difference between the costs of fuel that we pay for at the pump? So really, where do I begin? So let's make one thing very clear. All of the fuel in Spain comes from the same refineries. All the fuel that leaves the refineries in the tankers and distributed to the different retailers is virtually exactly the same. The cheap fuel isn't watered down in any way to make it cheaper. However, it's what the fuel companies do with the fuel that explains some of the differences in the fuel prices between the low and the high prices. So what you'll find is that the more premium brands, they advertise the fact that they will add additives, chemical additives, and these are claimed to increase the lifespan of the engine, maybe clean the engine, they'll burn the fuel more efficiently, or you'll get more distance per litre, you'll get better economy. Now, companies like Repsol and Cepsa, BP, Shell have their own formulations, and of course these come with a cost implication, better known as higher prices. Now, but what are the other differences that account for the fuel prices? Well, what we tend to find with the premium stations is that perhaps they'll have an attendant that will come out and serve you at the pumps. There'll be a shop which will obviously be staffed. There may be a cafe, a car wash, a valeting area. Now, all of these obviously have a cost. However, I'm sure they're not just there for our benefit, they're also there to make a profit. At the low-cost stations, you tend to have minimal staff, if any staff at all. You'll have automated pumps, more of a DIY approach. Rather than a shop, there may be a little kiosk machine that you put money in. One of the sort of non-profit areas, again, that you'll find with the upmarket is that they'll tend to have things like toilets and they'll have free air and water, whereas in the low cost, maybe you'll have to pay to put €1 in and then you'll get water and air. And that really is the big difference between either of them. It's up to you then as to how you make the choice as to which way you go, whether you go for the low cost or the higher cost fuels. And that basically really is the main difference between the high end fuel and the budget end or the lower price bracket in the fuel market. I've got a feeling that the cheap and cheerful will probably have longer queues as the prices go through the roof at the moment. So really that's it for this week's episode. Nice quick one. I hope you enjoyed it. It's quite on topic at the moment with the cost of fuel going through the roof. But remember, we don't just make these videos. We're a real estate property company. And if you're looking to sell your property or if you're looking to buy a property, then please feel free to come and visit our website. It's www.hondonvalleyhomes.com. The information should be on the screen. And our email address is on there as well. If you've got any questions about this video, or if you're looking for property or you're looking to sell property, then please feel free to drop me a line. But until then, thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you for the next episode, 2 Minute Tuesday with Hundon Valley Homes.